bullet journal setup. So I think that this is by far the most creative, out of my comfort zone setup that I have ever done, but I promised you guys a good setup for February, and I hope that I delivered. I am very excited to share it with you guys. I absolutely love how it turned out. It did take a little while, so I wanted to do a cherry blossom theme probably since the beginning of last year, but I was always too scared. I don't know how to draw flowers. I don't really know how to draw much of anything, in fact, but I finally sat down and figured it out, and it was actually very easy. I kind of just scribbled them on there, so hopefully they look okay to you. And then also in this video, the camera kind of shakes on and off because between me hitting my desk and my new cat Belle rubbing against the camera and everything, it was just kind of a mess, and I didn't know how to fix it. I'm not very good at editing on I'm just not good at editing on any software. So I didn't know how to like stabilize it, if that's even a setting in Adobe Premiere. If you guys know, please let me know. But I have no idea. So I basically just colored in circles with my Crayola Super Tips here because the pens I was using, I tested them before and it kept bleeding if I colored over the pen with the marker afterwards. So I colored circles first, and then you'll see me go in with my Muji 0.38 pen to do the little flower outlines because I wanted them to be really thin and delicate because cherry blossoms are just so like beautiful and delicate looking that I tried to recreate that. Even though I used the wrong color pinks, I still think it turned out okay. And then for the branches, okay, I completely planned on going in with like a dark brown to color in the branches. But then when it came down to it, for whatever reason, my brain decided to grab a black marker. So all of the branches are black. Don't mind that. We weren't really going for realism here anyways, because come on, it's me drawing. I'm not very good at realism. Maybe we'll get there in the coming year, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, I am going to let you guys finish watching the cover page, and I will see you on the next spread. Also, actually, I just wanted to come back in because I have gotten so many new subscribers since my 2022 setup, and I'm just in awe. So I think on my January setup, I had like 420, something like that. And now as of today, I have 519, and I am just so excited to have you guys here. So thank you so much for subscribing. I don't even know what to say. I never really thought I would have that many subscribers because, I mean, I know that, I don't know, I'm still working on my art, and I know I have a long way to go, but I appreciate you guys being here. I'm so excited for you guys to see my setups in the future and just to communicate with you guys, because in person, I am like so socially awkward and I have anxiety through the roof, but through the internet, it is so much easier to interact with people, and I really love talking to you guys. So yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what your bullet journal setup is. Just let me know anything you want to talk about, and I would love to respond to you. But this is my cover page all finished. The quote I chose was "Protect your peace," because this year, that is what I'm focused on. I am not letting anybody in the outside come into my little bubble and mess up anything. Like, they're not gonna ruin my mood because of whatever's going on in their life. So this is my calendar page, and this is the first month that I am including a YouTube growth tracker. So I'm very excited to start seeing my progress. I actually did include it in January, but you didn't see it in the video because towards the end I added a January review because I want to start reviewing the months. I just always forgot to put it in. So I did add a January review, and I'm tracking my growth there as well. But I think it's gonna be really, really exciting to look back in the coming years at like how much I grew and all the changes that happened on my channel. I'm very, very excited for it. So again, I can't thank you guys enough. But for the art, I just did one big cherry blossom branch going across the top with some falling petals and flowers. And then I just bought these Artistro, I'm trying to read it, the Artistro paint markers. And so I'm using the gold here for most of the borders. And then for the calendar lines at the top, I did 2 different color paint pens in pink, which is what I was originally going to color my cherry blossoms in with, but because I did the flowers so small, the paint pen was not a good option because it didn't have a fine enough point, and I was struggling. So yeah, we did that for the calendar, and then we did the Crayola Super Tips for the actual flowers. And in just a moment, we are gonna have a quick intermission of my puppies seeing their second snow. Well, Loki, the brown dog, it's his first snow, but enjoy this video, please. They absolutely loved it. So the brown dog, the Australian Shepherd Loki, he was in freaking heaven. He wanted to go outside like every 5 seconds. We have a little bell on our door that they ring to let us know when they have to go outside. And we would bring him in so that they could warm up, and like 5 seconds later he was over there ringing the bell, ready to go out and play again. Like, he is just crazy. He loves rain, shine, snow, anything, any type of weather, and he is just totally ready to go back outside again. So whatever, he's just insane. It's really hard to keep a clean house whenever he wants to go outside and get muddy and then come back in and track his paws in and then go back outside 5 seconds later. But I digress. I'm glad that they enjoyed their snow day. So here is more of a close-up of how I was doing the flowers. So I was just tracing my sketch with the marker and coloring them in, and then I'll go back in with my Muji pen to trace my flower outlines. So you can totally do it without any pencil lines, but I was just trying to get the layout because I still feel like I didn't do the greatest job of spreading the flowers on the branches. I feel like there's too much bare branch. But this is my first time. It turned out okay. And then I took a darker pink and I kind of did like little, the little line stars, you know what I'm talking about? You can see. And I just put those on the inside to give it a little bit more dimension, I guess. Look at me. I sound so smart. I think that's what it's called. Just to give it a little bit more detail and dimension. And then I'm gonna go in with my pen now, and it's really just sketchy lines. If you see, like it's a 1-line flower. Just make sure you go back to the center of the flower every single time before you start a new petal so that it will come out in a circular shape. and you will be good to go. Very, very easy. I never thought it would be this easy, and now I kind of feel like stupid that I waited so long to do it because I was just scared to try. So definitely give it a try if you have been wanting to do cherry blossoms or any flower. I'm sure it's not that hard, and we're just in our heads about it. So now we are on to my habit and mood tracker. I did a horizontal layout. So I did 2 branches across the top with 28 cherry blossom flowers that I'm going to color in according to my mood. And I think that it turned out really cute. It's kind of like plain right now, obviously, because there's no color on the top half of the spread. And then I put my habits at the bottom. So I really like how this one turned out. And then for the headings, instead of coloring in the bold font in black on this page, I decided to color it in gold and then do the subheader in black, and I really, really like how it turned out. It just gave it a little bit of extra color, and so I'm very, very happy with it. And by the way, both of these fonts were from Font Space, which I mentioned in my January setup, and I think also my 2022 bullet journal setup. I used them. And the way I do it is I copy the font onto either my phone or my iPad, and then you set a piece of paper on top of it, trace it in pencil, and then you'll color the back of that paper with pencil so that there's graphite all over it. And then you set it onto your bullet journal wherever you want the words to come across, and you retrace the font. And because you colored on the back of the paper with the pencil, the font will transfer onto the paper, which is very, very beneficial because I am not good at fonts or calligraphy. So it helps me keep my spreads looking really cute and cohesive without having to try too hard. As for my habits that I'm doing, daily green tea is my February monthly challenge that you would have saw in my monthly challenges on the 2022 bullet journal setup. So for the month of February, I'm going to try to have green tea every day, moisturize my belly because I am pregnant and I don't want crazy stretch marks if I can help it. Obviously, it might happen. If it does, okay, it's fine, but I'm gonna try to do the best I can to prevent them. And then walking my dogs, journaling, which in my January setup, I used my weeklies to journal, but my honey got me a journal for Christmas, so I'm actually going to start journaling in that, and now I'll be using my weeklies for my schoolwork. And then I'm tracking Korean because I am trying to learn the Korean language. I don't really have a reason for other than it's really interesting to me, and I want to learn more about the language. I want to learn the alphabet, everything like that. I've never seen a K-drama in my life. I've never watched K-pop in my life. I've never watched K-dramas in my life, and I've never listened to K-pop in my life. So I don't know anything about that, but I'm going to start having to get into it so I can start trying to learn some vocabulary. But I'm just really interested, and I want to see if I can learn it. And then I do also want to learn Japanese, and I'm still working on Spanish. So I took 3 years of Spanish all through high school, and I walked out of there knowing like 2 words. So that's kind of embarrassing. So I'm going to try to learn that. And honestly, I don't know, like I'm just having a fun time learning languages right now. So let's just see how many I can motivate myself to learn in these coming years. I mean, granted, I'm about to have a baby, so I'm not going to be able to like just sit down and learn a language all day, but I don't know, I think it would be pretty cool. And then as I learn, I can teach my son, and then I don't know, it's just fascinating to me right now. Anyways, and then the other habits I'm tracking is no spending. I can barely read over there. I'll let you know what the last 2 habits are in just a second, but this marker was giving me the worst time. So the other paint pens weren't so bad, but I think this gold one, I don't know, like if the tip is messed up or the paint is too thick, but it just did not want to come out sometimes. And you'd have to hold it in like a certain angle, and you couldn't turn it, you couldn't twist it, you couldn't brush it the other way, or it would like splatter paint everywhere. I don't know. I was just struggling. Oh, okay. And then my other habits are half a gallon of water because I have been struggling to drink water. I am not going to lie. I have been preferring coffee and sodas, which is not the best. I need to cut that out. And then exercising and stretching because in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was exercising regularly, and then I kind of just fell off because I went on vacation to see my family during the holidays, and we ate all this food, and I was feeling grungy, and I was like, I don't want to work out. And then my honey's been off, and I'm like, well, I don't really want to work out with him here. I don't know. It's fine. We'll figure it out eventually. So hopefully I can get back on track with working out. And yeah, this is how the mood and habit tracker came out. I hope you guys enjoyed my rambling nonsense. I really am terrible at voiceovers because I don't make a script and then I get off track, and then I also have pregnancy brain and I just be saying stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. We are about to be on the flip through, so I'm gonna let you guys listen to that, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. So here is the flip through of my February bullet journal. I am so proud of this. I didn't choose the right color pinks, but I am still very proud of it. And I cannot wait for you guys to see it. Let me know what you think of it. And yeah, I'm so excited. I hope you guys like it. And then I'm doing a voiceover on this part because I wanted to explain my weekly. I created it myself. I didn't use a reference other than Amazon hourly trackers. So what I'm planning on doing is recording everything I'm doing hourly because I'm back in school now, and then I'm also trying to study Korean. And then of course I kept my cleaning trackers because I'm trying to keep a clean house this year. I'm trying to keep on top of things so things don't pile up like they usually do. And then for the normal weeks, Sunday and Saturday are just gonna be kind of like this, and I guess I'll just like write down whatever I did in the hour blocks rather than having all the hours laid out like this. So we will see how this works for me. I only did these first 2 weeks because, like I said, I don't know how it's gonna work. It's my first week doing it, but let me know what you guys think of this setup, and I will see you in the next video.